How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about PROG stock. This was a play we've had inside the Discord from last week, and I'm like, you know what? It's about time I shared it to YouTube, and I also got some comments in the comment section saying, Drake, can you cover PROG? So you know what? I'm going to put this video out for you because I still see there could be some more momentum inside of this stock. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and what are some key levels we want to look for going into tomorrow. And then afterwards, we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information and as well as the recent institutional ownership. The reason why this is important for the short volume, it contributes to the overall volatility, and it's very interesting to see if institutions have been loading up on shares in regards to filings. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. Were institutions loading up on shares? Was there a lot of buying on the retail side? We're going to find that all out. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for PROG. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $2.22, being up 3.74%. On the low, it tested $1.94, and then on the high, testing $2.70. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 342.723 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 140.67 million shares. So right away, as you can see, we had above average volume on the day, more than doubling it. So these are part of the reasons why you want to keep plays like these on your watch list and why I ended up having a green day as well. When we take a look at our chart, which is a 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it's yes in that overbought territory at 73.12. And now when we take a look at the moving averages on the chart, we have strength above the 21-day EMA as well as the 50-day, also have strength above the 100-day, and we are just below the 200-day. So taking everything into consideration here and how we look at the price action on the day, as far as support where it tested was around $1.94. So going into tomorrow, I would love to see this area actually hold up. Let's actually move it up. If $2 can hold right at the open there, then of course I'm going to be looking for that strength so we can get that strong pop. And in regards to that strong pop, we did test a high today of $2.70. So this is going to be a key area that you're going to want to keep an eye on here, because if we could pass 270, then we can easily get to $3 very quickly, and this is where it will become a psychological area, and I could see a lot of profit taking happening from traders. So keeping an eye on 270 and also taking a look at 250. As far as 250 is concerned, there'll be a lot of profit taking in this area as well, because like I said, if it's holding $2, many traders are going to play off that move going to 250. So with that in mind, as long as we're having increasing levels of support and as well as the volume to go with it, then I see no reason why PROG can't hit $3 a share sometime soon and also get close to this 200-day right here around $3.36. So let's see what happens going into tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for PROG. So let's see, the dark pool short volume ratio is at 52.39%, and then for the dark pool short volume being just over 63.5 million shares. Scrolling down further, the short shares availability is at 550,000 updated 27 minutes ago, and then for the short ball free rate being at 86.82%. So that is very significant there. And then now when we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of last week Friday, it was at 42.33, and now as we take a look for October the 11th close, which was yesterday, being at 52.39. So shorts are increasing their position in PROG. So this is one thing you want to keep in mind and keep it on your radar, because if we have a lot of buying pressure coming through this stock, then we could see some strong moves in upside. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for PROG. So we could see on the inflow, it was 153, and then on the outflow, it was 156. When we take a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 36.00, and then on the medium, it was 90.64. Then on the small, it was 25.93. When we take a look at the outflow side, we had 44.02 on the large. On the medium, we had 87.75. And then on the small, we had 24.30. So one thing that we can clearly see, there was a lot of buying on the retail side compared to outflows. It wasn't a huge difference. There was still a good amount of selling and profit taking, but that's to be expected with these type of plays. And then when we take a look what was happening on the medium, we had a lot more inflows going on. Not a huge difference, but a surplus nonetheless. So keeping this in mind, there are many who are holding shares of PROG. And then when we take a look at what happened as far as for the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for October the 12th today being at an outflow negative 8,023, and that's no shock due to the fact that the large scale orders for outflows was at 44.02 compared to the 36.00 we had on the inflow. So one thing that I want to bring to your attention, yes, we did have institutions who were buying up shares, but there was a lot of selling. There was a lot of profit taking. So this is why you want to have a strategy if you're going to be jumping into this play. And if you are holding your shares, and do know the risks that are involved with that. But there is a lot of demand for PROG shares, and it's part of the reason why we ended up seeing a green day. So now let's go into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for PROG stock, I'm going to continue to keep it on the radar. Like I was saying previously, this was a play we knew about inside the Discord, I think like 2 weeks ago. So many were able to actually make money off of it. But since I'm sharing here on YouTube, I still feel there is some momentum to keep an eye on. But with that said, you got to have a strategy. The level that I want to see hold up going into tomorrow, of course, is going to be $2. Clear area of resistance that we have is around $2.50 and as well as $2.70. So if you see some price action getting above these levels, things can get very interesting, but do know you want to look out for that key support to hold at $2. When we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, PROG does have short squeeze potential, plus on top of that has a pretty high short borrow fee. I talked about that in the Fintel portion of the video when looking over the short interest. So you want to keep an eye on volume when it comes to this play. If the volume begins to die down, of course the stock can pull back, but if the volume continues to have an increase, then you could see some more moves in price action. And like I also covered inside of the technicals, you want to see increasing levels of support. This is a bullish signal. So please have a game plan. This is not the type of play that, you know what, you just buy some shares, put your phone down or turn off your computer and walk away. You got to be attentive to make sure that you're maximizing your entry so you can maximize your overall profits. I don't want anyone jumping or just FOMOing into a play. There's always another play. I'm going to say this again. There's always another play. Unless you plan to stop trading tomorrow, there's always another play. But I'm going to continue to keep this on the radar because I do like how PROG stock is looking as long as it's holding down those key levels that I mentioned. So I hope you enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.